Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
This episode of Super GG Radio is brought to you by our Patreon. Patrons of the show can get our Dogs of Super GG Radio newsletter, Super GG Radio stickers to slap on your closest PC or bag, input on what we cover, game nights with the hosts, and even a chance to win a copy of an indie game we've talked about. Not only that, but 90% of all patron contributions go to the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. Visit patreon.com/superggradio to learn more.
What's good, Internet, and welcome to a special Extra Life recap episode of Super GG Radio. This is where friends chat about video games and all things adjacent. I am your host, Eric Getty Gettinger. With me, as always, is Alex Orona.
Hey, what's going on, Getty?
You know, not a whole lot.
I received my shirt today.
You did?
I did.
Why aren't you wearing it?
What makes you think I'm not?
Okay, well, while Alex takes off his shirt, let me introduce Joel DeWitt.
Yesterday was the first day since Extra Life that I truly felt refreshed and awake. I've had a good, week-long hangover from Extra Life.
You guys feel refreshed and awake?
I said I did. And
I
now
never have.
I don't anymore. But
it's been like 2 weeks, my dude.
I never do. In fact, I went to bed for Extra Life after Extra Life, and I woke up feeling kind of as crappy as normal. I was like, I'm back to normal already.
That's about how I did too.
Yeah.
As long as it's the baseline, that's what matters.
That's what I'm saying.
Oof. I need a couple of moments to catch my thoughts. Let me finally introduce Alec Parks.
I got nothing. My brain just went blank. You're all talking about sleep and rest, and it's just now that's what I want to do. Thanks.
It's funny, you blanked out, and everyone looked at their cams to make sure. Did Alec freeze or what happened? No.
Did I lose internet? Did you lose internet? It sure felt like it. Okay.
It's not Alec. It's the Alec Idler.
Yes, there we go.
No, none of that tonight. We're definitely not playing idle games in the background.
No.
All right, so what is our Extra Life recap episode? We are going to briefly, over the next 4 hours, just kidding, we're not going 4 hours, over the next, let's call it 60 minutes. We're going to go over some of the highlights from Extra Life, some of the games that we played, because as a gaming podcast, we like to still talk about the betas that we tried out during the course of our Extra Life stream and, gush about some of these games that we got to play, because a few of them will end up being, I'm sure, on a Game of the Year list or two, or, you know what? Maybe even have been nominated. So
everyone needs to get on those.
Yeah, it's that time of the year where, you know how when award season rolls around, everybody's got to go watch every single one of the big movies that's going to be movie of the year.
I also engage in that behavior.
I know you do.
I watch all those movies.
That's what you got to start doing right now, because if you haven't, you're already behind the 8 ball.
I have bought 3 games, and they are sitting installed on my PC right now.
Yikes. Well,
I've heard from some good news sources that a lot of the voters for those don't actually watch all the movies. In the same spirit, look forward to my Game of the Year list.
Which you have not played half of them.
Wow.
Same as it ever was.
Mm-hmm.
Shots fired. I thought this was supposed to be a chill podcast.
Joel, I got a glass of wine. I'm feeling spicy.
Oh, no. Who let that happen?
Of all the things Wine.
Wine.
Joel saw me drinking wine last weekend, and I was like, enjoy myself a little glass of Pinot.
He was getting a little diddly.
I think it's just going to go downhill from here. So
That wine had brandy in it. It was sangria, so it had wine, brandy, orange juice, and fruit.
Yeah, the sangria was tasty.
he had, that's right, he had a
Oh,
sangria. Okay, podcast, video games episode, jumping right in. To start off our Extra Life this year, we were in the darkness.
Well, hold on. Let's stop for a second and explain. Do you want to explain the shenanigans first, or you want to go into the games first? Like,
I mean, I guess we can, since it's a whole recap of Extra Life. Yes. So this year we had some very special, ridiculous rules that we instituted to try and keep everybody motivated and awake, including an word of the hour. And every time that you said a word of an hour, you were punished. If you saw our live stream, you know that Alex was nice enough to set up a wheel on his computer with a dozen punishments.
Yeah,
or so.
Something
around a little more than a dozen, yeah.
So if you said the word, you got punished. If you swore, you got punished. If we were just feeling feisty, you could still get punished.
If you fell asleep, you'd get punished. That's a paddling.
Did anybody fall asleep?
No.
Alex took a nap by eating hot dogs. He prepaid for it.
You know
Yes, 'cause
what?
you could do
I
that.
think even at the end of the night, Alex still owed hot dogs to be eaten. I don't think
I
he
didn't.
hit his hot dog goal.
I hit 9.
You had 11 the last time you were supposed to have had 11 the last time I checked.
Oh, then yeah, it was too.
At
Long.
the end of the
paid
night.
off your hot dog debt?
I mean, jokes on you. I've had 4 hot dogs.
I
since
think
then.
it's accrued interest. I think it needs to be more. Than
Did
2
you
hot dogs
gain
now.
any more money, or did you swear?
Actually, I do have more money coming.
Oh, I think that you owe the world more hot dogs.
Again, I've had 4. Give it time. There'll be many more before the end of the year.
So these,
You know, we never
For
did
some-
that hot dog tiramisu. Just saying.
There was only so much I was able to really like. If Kelly wanted to bake a hot dog tiramisu, I would eat that.
The point isn't for Kelly to make it. The point is to make it and get Kelly to try it.
Again, if there was somebody that was willing to do that, then sure. I was able to do. I went out of my way to make hot dog cannolis. Mm-hmm. That if I got $50 or more, I would eat a specialty weird hot dog. I ate 2 hot dog cannolis, 2 glitter dogs, and 1 Monster Energy dog.
and everybody enjoyed the Monster Energy dog, in smell and in Alex almost throwing up.
I think that was the funniest part, was that while eating it, and I'm like, I mean, this tastes like puke. And then your sister is sitting next to me and goes, there's a smell, there's a smell, there's a smell.
I still think you needed to boil it in the Monster.
Getty would not let me boil it.
Then
I
next
had
time
to-
we should
I
get
had
like
to-
a
Bring your own
stove.
pan, man.
Yeah, bring the stove.
I had to like cook it in hot Monster in like a microwave situation. It got
It's
off
like the
color.
idea of
It
a
got
camp-
off color.
It's like the idea of a campfire with a nice bucket over a fire with hot dogs and Monster Energy drink.
It's a good visual.
Yep.
Why?
Right outside your door.
Joel just wants that white monster. He wants the hot dogs and the white monster.
Do you? Is that
No.
true? Is that something you requested?
No,
That's his
I
monster
just
of choice.
I just like white Monster Energy drink memes. That's all. They're very funny.
Is there a what flavor is that? Is it like a lime lemon situation?
It
what are we
is
talking
sort of
about?
a Sprite-ish thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I ate a bunch of hot dogs for money. We did the thing where if you did any of the egregious acts, you would be put into the penalty box, where you would have to do activities that were punishable. So So we had things like playing Gravity Circuit, which is a very difficult Mega Man roguelike style game. Watching Video Game High School, watching the very slow art film Ghost Story. Let's see, what else do we have to do? I did a Castlevania where every half an hour, but every time I died, I would have to do 5 push-ups.
He died a lot.
Getting iced.
Getting iced.
Yes, getting iced.
Drinking a Smirnoff Ice.
So many ices were given.
That stuff was toxic. It was really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Bomb Pop does not work as a flavor other than as a popsicle.
They're still being drunken recreationally as we speak.
Not now shenanigans.
Nope, just recreationally for funsies.
That seems like a lie.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we do? We got the ginger shots.
That was good. I like that.
I hate those.
The Daddy punishments. That's
punishments.
That subcategory. Which was
Alex,
kind of a cell phone.
It is. It's right here. It's there. I don't know why that's a punishment. That's just a funny thing to enhance my microphone. I wish I had that guy with giving the 2 fingers still. Like you put it over him. And I kind of wish I could take him off and put him somewhere else.
Nope. It's got to stay there.
I know. I think I might just get this. I have a Getty sticker here. I could just like put next to it. No, I'm not putting it over the sticker you gave me. I just want him there. I want someone to look at. There we go.
Alec was subjected to a hot dog with spicy, what is it, Badak sauce?
Yeah, that
it's
sounds
this,
right.
Also, it's the sauce that is in like ramen noodles, or that's how my wife consumes it.
It was tasty.
If not spicy.
It was a little
the
spicy.
problem I have with that is that's an Alec punishment, which means it's not a punishment at all. Because Alec is a wimp who can't handle any punishments at all. Ooh, we should have had him. Oh, one punishment for Alec would have been him playing a horror game upstairs by himself, door closed, lights off. We should write this down for next year. Write this down for next year. Write this down for next year.
Way we would be able to see any of it. We'd have to work on the logistics of that. We're gonna have to figure out a way to ensure that.
The cam would be like
the penalty box.
We would be able to see. We could make this happen.
We can make it happen.
Yeah, I can figure out a night vision filter.
Oh my.
Okay, and then those were fun penalties, and of course we had people around to keep track of the words of the hour.
Oh, we got real bad at one point.
Oh yeah,
like jump.
Towards the end, everybody was kind of loopy, and they were like, "No, you have a punishment." And it's like, "No, you said the word first." Just like pointing fingers.
At a certain point, it was like 4. Like me and Joel were in the penalty box at the same time. Mm-hmm. He was watching Video Game High School. I was watching the Ghost Story. The problem with Ghost Story is that it's not a bad movie. It's just so slow, and there's literally like there's scenes of just complete silence. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, I'm trying to stay awake. This is brutal.
It's not a punishment if there isn't some type of harm to you, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm.
Which is why you're saying that mine weren't punishments.
Yes. Well, also that you hate punishments in this idea.
I do.
Alec was kind enough to not rat me out pretty early on, actually. I let something slip when we were playing Silent Hill, and he sort of started to blurt something out. What did I say?
I don't even remember.
I said something like, "No, don't you dare," or something like that. But...
Don't you dare. I will always remember the moment that I was in the kitchen still making breakfast, and we had banned use of the word daddy for obvious reasons.
Oh, yes.
If you watched that part of the stream, there was a challenge to see who could say daddy the most provocatively.
Which you made everyone very uncomfortable, Getty. Like, I was fine playing along, but you made everyone very uncomfortable.
It was for money. So, from the other room, what do I hear but not once, but twice, Alex goes, "Don't tell Daddy," while feeding my dog bacon. He could have picked any other word, and he picked Daddy.
And you know what? I'm okay with that. That pup deserves some bacon.
There's no argument there. Oh, this is good stuff.
Yeah, it was good.
I think it's nice to have some meta game going on when we do this. It feels a little more fresh, you know. And I think there's little more entertaining than seeing people punish themselves in some way. Self-harm is very popular.
Forcing yourself to eat hot dogs.
And again, my coworkers are like, "That's really not that many hot dogs." I'm like, "I know."
It's not.
That's
He
your
phoned it in.
fault. Yeah.
Talk a
No,
big
even when I did
game.
11, and you guys were like, "I'm worried about you, Alex," and my coworkers like, "That's not that many in 24 hours. You could eat way more than that." I'm
Still
like, "I
worried
know."
about you, bud. Still worried with all of the edible glitter and
Which had no effect on my body.
If it had no
Wrapping
effect
it-
on you, that means that it's like microplastics. It's just gonna stay there.
One can hope. My internals are fabulous. That's what I say about that.
Okay, all right.
Right.
So that's the things that kind of kept us entertained and awake and moving throughout the show. I think they were good ideas, and I think that we already have more ideas. Joel, can you get us ET for the Commodore 64?
I may or may not have an Atari here with ET.
Huh?
Now, how you stream that is a better question. But
Okay.
Because that's only got a coax output, right?
right, I mean, I think there are third-party Atari machines. I have no idea what the price range.
Yeah,
of
you could
those
do like
are,
SCAR
though.
cables and whatnot, but yeah, we got a year to figure it out.
A whole year. Remember that. Do you want to talk about video games? Or you good?
I'm good. Let's talk about some video games. Yeah.
All right. So, as in previous years, we started off with our spooky time. Spooky time this year consisted of primarily Silent Hill. Silent Hill. And then we tried
Silent
to...
Hill F. Silent Hill F.
Yeah, sorry. The F is silent. You didn't hear it?
No, it's Silent Hill.
Uh-huh, yep.
Just got a little
this-
one out.
This year, I got some revenge from previous years where I was the one that was subjected to playing for a bulk time. So Joel took the punishment.
I sure did.
How did that feel, Joel?
To be honest, I did not mind being in the driver's wheel for this.
Okay. The driver's seat.
That's probably the right word. Yeah. But Silent Hill F, we all know how much experience I have with Silent Hill, early years and flashlights and all that.
Lanterns this time.
Lanterns, yes. And I gotta tell you, I was not that scared. Most of it.
That was probably the least scary Silent Hill.
Yeah. I don't have that point of reference, but it's so action focused. So you have those Crash Bandicoot scenes where you're running towards the screen while something's chasing you down. You have some sequences where it is a little bit more Resident Evil-y, where it's forcing you into tight corridors and spaces to run around monsters. But the game really gives you the tools and agency to attack these things. You can pick up pipes, or there's, I forget, like a lawn pole with the blade at the end, and other weapons.
There's like upgrades you get.
Yeah, I forget if there's like a hammer or something, a crowbar, but they will feed you tools to attack these things. And so it feels a little dissonant in that way, where it's the kind of game that tonally you would think they'd be wanting to hone in on the really tough and the really dreadful stuff. But instead, because of how much action there is, it feels a little more casual, I guess, for lack of a better description. So, with that critique, structurally the game is fun. I think that the areas were interesting to explore. There are some things that were kind of BS, namely the thing that forced me to stop at the end. Because we were in a section where you had to change like totems to be a certain symbol to open certain doors, right? Mm-hmm. And we had gone through one section of it, which opened up another section, but it forced you out a one-way door, so it was going to make you go all the way around to get to the final section.
To be fair, at that point, we had all gotten a bit slap happy with how long we'd been playing, and I remember sitting there with you, and you're like, all right, I think I got everything. And we did not have everything. So it was a lesson that we had to learn. Unfortunately, it, like Joel said, it's BS, because you'd have to go back through the whole area. The mobs will respawn unless you killed them in the blue light. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was on a punishment at the end of that, and I missed what was actually happening.
It was just like a lot of backtracking and a lot of like avoiding of monsters while backtracking, and we all just kind of were like, I'm kind of over this whole process.
It
like,
is the
I
time.
get he's like, oh yeah, it's a thing we had to learn, but I was also like, I don't know, I'm kind of over this whole section. We're just repeating, moving back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
But like the thing about this game is that there is like multiple endings, and each time does like kind of recontextualize what's happening. So like from my understanding, it's like beat it on regular mode, which is what we were doing, beat it on hard mode, and then beat it like a third and or fourth time doing, and it's like it does change the game in some way the third and fourth time. So it's kind of one of those type of like Nier Automata situations, I believe. So
Well, no spoilers, but we got, I want to say, decently far in it. The story kind of, at times, it's not the easiest to follow. There's a lot of talking about whether the main character is dead or is not, and there's some weird, I mean, Silent Hill in itself is weird, but there's some weird stuff going on, especially what concerns Space Wars. Guys, I don't know about you, but all I can think about is playing Space Wars with my partner.
Yep, that's the thing you do. I mean, everyone does it. Universal life experience.
And I still don't know why the girl at the beginning calls the main character traitor a
Right?
whole bunch. I'm hoping that, maybe by the time I play through it a fourth time, I'll have some clarity. Another shout out to Joel. He was a complete savage while playing. He was saving in random spots erratically.
Oh.
Used every single save spot available.
It was painful to watch.
Yeah. I hope that you do that at home in front of your children.
They wouldn't
Give
see
your
it
children
anyway.
these bad habits. Pass down this generational trauma.
I at sometimes late in the night, you're playing a game like that, you gotta find little bits of entertainment in between the frustration. And doling out frustration to you all gave me a little bit of joy.
That's
Now-
fine.
I was at Getty, for you, we did beat a game.
We
A
did.
fun story about this one. Twas the night before Extra Life, and sitting in my room, Alex said, "Hey, you got Little Nightmares 3, right?" And I was like, "I didn't know that you wanted to play it." So I hopped on the PlayStation Store and I purchased Little Nightmares 3 with the intention of playing it co-op. Unbeknownst to all of us, that is not how it works. There is not couch co-op at this time for Little Nightmares 3.
Which was so
Doesn't make a lick of
disappointing.
sense.
Yeah.
There are two other competitors doing the exact same thing with couch co-op.
Right.
And it didn't do it.
So we all took turns solo beating together all beat Little Nightmares 3.
Yeah, huge shout out to Alec. He ended up playing it a lot more than I thought he was going to.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun. Like, it was also
You
a
might like
little
the first two.
frustrating.
You might like the first two.
Yeah.
This one was a special kind of frustrating because you had to depend on the AI of the other character at times, and it
Yes.
was not overly apparent, or it would do some weird stuff that I got soft locked once because I had gone into the next room, but I was apparently supposed to wait for the character to do something before I could head out. bogus.
Yeah, they wanted you to do a different way of solving the puzzle than what you did.
And it broke and soft locked the other guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that the game, like, if we're gonna talk about it this way, like, I liked Silent Hill, but I definitely think that, like, it has become more action focused than it would normally be, which again to me kind of does remove the scare when you empower the character that much.
Right.
On top of that, I feel like Little Nightmares 3, I definitely saw a lot. Like, I feel like I've always overlooked seeing the seams of those games, like, kind of breaking apart. And I feel like Little Nightmares 3, I saw it very much more. Where I started seeing, like, things like NPC issues or like actual environmental issues, things not working the way they were, or things getting glitched and buggy. I feel like I saw it more here, and then just the added frustration of not being couch co-op is a very frustrating thing.
I was psyched to do couch co-op with Little Nightmares. It was not fair.
Sense. It just doesn't make sense in, like, this day and age where you just don't include.
On a side note, I do believe that completing the game with the other character may yield slightly different results. Because we only did it with one character. It seems that you can, well, I mean, you can do it with the other character, but you might get more of the end story in that way. There's going to be DLC for it anyway.
Yeah, we see that. Yeah.
Have you tried that at all?
I have not. The only thing I've gone back to do is Silent Hill. And again, the F is silent for me, so.
I'll correct you every time. Yeah, so I think these two games are very, very different, but I also feel like there were, for me personally, I think that, like, I saw some heavy flaws in both that made me not like them, not be like my favorite games that I've played this year.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Joel? What did you think of Little Nightmares 3?
I didn't really play too much of it, actually. I was doing most of the watching. I let you guys take over. I liked it atmospherically, which the little bits I've seen of 1 and 2, it made sense that they would keep in with that tradition and the sort of weird grossness. Some of the characters looking almost Tim Burton-y, maybe a little more grimy than that.
See, I think I could have done with more of that. I felt like they had more of those grotesque designs in the other games, and this I felt like was a little bit more, like, there was less of it. Like, there was only, like, 10 characters total, like enemies and whatnot. I feel like the other games had more. Am I wrong there, Getty?
No, it was always that during the stages you would have one really gross thing following you, but there would be others in the background.
But there wasn't others in the background of this, was there?
There were. You remember when we finally got to the carnival? Then there were tons of those.
But that was like the first time, though.
Yeah. So if I'm thinking back
like,
to
the other levels,
second,
the other levels feel like they were completely barren.
Yeah, I mean that generally how it goes.
Okay.
The second one, you don't see too many people until you're in the city, and then you'll encounter that one. Okay, I'll give you the second one definitely had more.
Right, you're being chased by all those people.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the first one, not so much. It was more the same scenario where usually one thing is hunting you from stage to stage.
Okay. I could be. I'll admit that I might be wrong on that one. Yeah.
I played these games. I know what's happened sometimes.
I've beaten them both, but I couldn't remember what, like, they kind of meshed together for me.
You've beaten all 3 of them. What are you talking about?
I have beaten all 3 of them now.
But you are the subject matter expert, Getty.
Yes, you are. For these games, absolutely, Getty's. I asked him about it.
I offer all of my success to the fish oil. Omega 3s is good for you. Go get some.
Get you some.
Yeah. So we somehow made it through Little Nightmares. I still disappointed. Really wanted that to be couch co-op.
Yeah.
But that took us farther into the day than we expected, though, right?
I kind of like
did-
that, though. I like
we did a lot.
like the fact that we were, like, not switching super duper often.
It's nice.
We went
to
over
get,
with Silent Hill.
It's
then
nice to get into something for a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the downside of trying to really cram in a lot of stuff is you don't really get your roots into something, So it was nice
roots,
to.
guys. You said roots.
It was what?
It's roots.
Whatever.
It's just because he's from Iowa, man. Leave him alone.
It's
Terrible.
not how that works.
Terribly. No, I'm dangerously close to Iowa. That's where I am. But I don't know. I like that we've tried to actually establish something as long as it's entertaining and workable. We did sort of the same thing with, was it Lego Voyager?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. We played Lego Voyager.
And that was probably, I think that was a highlight of Extra Life, for sure.
Do you want to tell us what Lego Voyager is? No,
So Lego Voyager is it inherently co-op, or can you play single player?
Yeah, I think it's only co-op.
Okay. It is a co-op adventure game where you play a little Lego piece. You and somebody else play a little Lego piece. And you roll around the world almost like a Katamari ball in terms of how you roll around. And you'll have these little environmental puzzles like crossing a gap, but there will be Lego pieces that you can affix yourself to move and create a bridge across that gap. Or maybe there's a place where you have a lever that will fly off the other character to the other side of the area so they can then flip a switch and open a pathway. Things like that. But they're all very well designed puzzles, but they're just loosey-goosey enough where you can sort of flub your way through. And so you could end up in a situation where maybe you create this really wonky bridge that is rickety and going off to the side and it'll work, or you try to create a really detailed, sturdy bridge, or you try to troll people by latching onto them and then getting in their way, stuff like that. It's playful enough where you can sort of mess with your partner you're playing with as much as solving the actual puzzles, which for me, if you're playing a co-op game, trolling each other's half the fun. So
There's a lot of that.
There was definitely a little trolling here. What were we going to say, Alec?
There's a lot of that. A lot of the trolling.
Yeah, and you could throw people off the map a little bit by hitting these contraptions. I thought it was really cute. I thought that the story kind of went some places where it was like very wholesome. Like they would build the characters, these two little blocks would be building throughout a season, and it'd be snowy and it'd be cute, and then they're like, oh, now we're on an adventure, okay, and then the game would pick back up for letting you guys. But there was like a kind of an extended like cut scene halfway through, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
It really was an adventure. Yeah.
Surprisingly deep.
Yeah, and then I think that like the mechanics were easy enough to kind of understand. There's no penalty for death. I think that overall, like, this is just like a very high quality, like, one of these couch co-op games, and also again at the age level. But then even on top of that, it's not like super lengthy. We didn't finish it, but it wasn't like super long.
We were pretty close to finishing it.
Yeah.
We played a lot of it.
Yeah. And I think it was fun for people who weren't even like super gamers. I think your sister was playing at one point, and that was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that in general, it's just a good one, and it kind of came sneaking in under the radar. Like not a ton of people, like people are talking about it in the way that like, yeah, I played it. It was cute. It was fun. But like, and there's not any negative word about it. But it's like people like have kind of moved past it. I'm like, I still think that this stands up, man.
I had fun watching you guys play it too.
Did you pick it up yet?
No, I'm saving.
It's on the Netflix, I believe.
On the Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I do have it. All right.
Yeah. It might be worth looking into because it's like you wanted to play it, but you're like, oh, I didn't want to spend the money. It's like, well, you might have it already.
Right.
I mean, speaking of Lego, we did also play Lego Party.
That
we did Lego Party.
That was pretty fun as well.
This has kind of been like people have been kind of saying that this has been the best Mario Party in years. And I think that like
will stand by that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. As I feel like I didn't love it, but I don't love the Mario Party style games. But at the same time, I still was like, man, this is still a good one of these. This is still a fun, like the mini games. They do the same thing where it's like, oh, you can. Here is where we give you the instructions, and also you get an attempt to try it and learn what it is before you do it. But some of these were like just so kind of out there in a way that I'm like, I don't know what we're expected to do, but we'll figure it out, I guess. And it became like super fun and silly, as in like this Lego world. There are funny shoutcasters who are talking over all the action. There are events that occur where you can like rebuild, like, oh, we're gonna make the map, the board bigger if you give us some Lego blocks, and then you can have a bigger board. Or an alien invasion occurs and you all have to take turns figuring out how to shoot him by getting to certain places on the board, and then you get a golden brick, which is like the star equivalent.
Yeah.
That
And then
you
at
buy
the end,
from
there's-
Mr. Gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Gold.
And there wasn't that random like just giveaway, points at the end stuff. And I like that a lot. I think that's like much better. So it's not like left up to just random chance.
Mm-hmm. You had to earn those coins. Or
And
silver
those
bits?
golden blocks. Yep.
Yeah,
the
silver
and
bits.
the golden blocks.
Silver bits and golden blocks.
Something that I really liked about it compared to Mario Kart or Mario Party is that there wasn't random assignments at the end of, oh, we're going to give everybody
Yeah.
extra golden blocks because
It's the end of Harry Potter thing where they give a bunch of fake random points because reasons.
Yes.
And plot. Yeah.
So, and I think that again, just it fits the like that Lego aesthetic works here. Like it just makes for this like really charming and fun place to play. And I like it. It's just like the Lego games have always been the Lego games, and now they're starting to branch out. And both these games, I'm just like, wow, this this could be what Lego is now. It's just these are two fantastic games that I'm not like the person that buys those giant Lego sets. I'm not the person that's like paying hundreds of dollars. But at the same time, I'm like, this to me is what Lego should be in the video game space. It can be anything.
Yeah, it can be anything. They've done quite a bit. There's another one that I got.
There
I
was
think it
another
was-
one where you got to you can build like the solution.
The
remember what it's
solution.
called.
Hold on, because I did pick up Lego Brick Tales. I think it was last year, and
There's also Builders too does that, I believe.
whenever I'm traveling, I'll bust out some Brick Tales because it's small, it's bite-sized, it's puzzles, and you build, like you said, the solution to whatever it is. So build a bridge or build a vehicle, something that you can operate on a track, and then it progresses the story along. That one's cute too. But yeah, Legos can be anything, and both of these games are a perfect example of, we had fun with them. They're two completely different things, but still made for entertainment. I think so.
Yeah, and that's why I feel about the whole thing is that like I'm like, man, this is something special. So I'm glad that we got to pick these up. Again, they both came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that both are really like standout pieces of the games that have come out this year. I think they stand up pretty well on their own.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna play this Lego party game again.
Oh yeah, probably Sunday, but don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
How spry are you guys feeling? Do you want to just power through?
Yeah, let's keep going.
All right, so we can move on to early adopters, where there's at least 2 games that we played that I can think of that qualify as early adopters.
There's a bunch
The
of
first
games we
being
played.
Ultimate Grandma Simulator. Everybody had a good time playing as Grandma, right? Right?
Poor
I
Beth.
like.
Oh, yeah.
I like that we all worked together to get to pass different parts of the map and work together. Like, okay, and at the
Until-
end we beat the demo.
Yeah, Getty just came in and was like, "Nope, I'm the ultimate grandma. Screw you guys."
Poor
So
grandma.
it is one of those like baby steps or co-op games where you have to like hit these buttons to move each individual foot forward. And then the thing about it is that grandma doesn't have a ton of energy. So you can't take too many steps or your energy meter will run out. And it's pretty quick. Like it refills real quick, but it also runs out very quick. So, and if if she gets hit, if she runs out of energy, she'll just like collapse like a sack of potatoes.
If she gets hit, sometimes she didn't even get hit. She would just corpse out.
Flop, yeah. Corpse out is not the right term for a grandma, Getty.
Or if
she
you
would
breathe
take a
too
dive.
much.
There was and then on top of that, they added a breath meter that you would have to hold to catch your breath. But if you held it too much,
Yes.
you would have too much breath and you would collapse as well. So you had to it was a plate spinning simulator. You're spinning these two plates of like energy and breath while also still trying to make forward progress, while also trying to avoid everything in the world wanting to murder you.
Mm-hmm. Just trying to do grandma stuff, right?
Just trying to do grandma stuff. It's a scary world for a grandma. Those Roombas are out of control. And so are those kids playing on the stairs. I don't get it. Joel, what did you think?
I think you just did a house with no stairs.
Yeah, it's called a ranch.
Okay. I think
What-
that it was.
tell me what you guys thought.
I think it was very dumb. But also functional enough to where it was enjoyable to try to get past these challenges. The stairs were such a stupid thing. Two different sides of the railing. One with kids running up and down the stairs. The other one is a couple people standing there. Another one throwing a ball off a ledge on the side. And it's
Playing
like
catch on the stairs. These youngins.
like
whippersnappers.
which way do you want to fall and snap a limb? You know that's
Yeah.
and it's harrowing. You know, you have to really sit there and figure out the pattern of how they're moving while also thinking about spinning the plate that is the breath intake
Or your energy.
and movement. And it's pretty much just a it's a physical management sim. That's what it is.
I think that's a pretty good way to describe it. I brought this on purpose. I brought this from Steam Next Fest, and I played a bunch of it. And I was like, man, this is a good one of these. I want to see how far the guys get.
It's a solid choice for something like that. Something that is funny, entertaining, dumb, a little frustrating, right?
Yeah.
Checks
Wasn't
all the
too
boxes.
easy. What else did we play, Getty?
Well, you'll have to remind me if I'm missing something, but I played Finding Frankie a little bit.
Oh, that is not
you
I think that came out last
I don't know. Did it?
year. I feel like that came out last year. I just had that on my installed.
It could have come out like 3
It did
years
come out-
ago.
It did come out last year. But tell us about Finding Frankie, Getty.
Well, what was the other early adopter that we had? I think I missed
we didn't
one.
actually have one. Ours turns out was only online, and we chose not. We played Power Wash Simulator 2 instead.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yes, we did. Okay, we could always talk about Power Wash Simulator. We could always
Now,
talk about
okay,
it.
so the people that played it, I have. Getty and I are both already 10 hours into the new one, right? I'm
Man, I don't know. It's way more time than I had anticipated. I'm at
Yeah.
11.1 hours.
Yeah, I'm at 8 hours already. But the two people who don't play these games, Joel and Alec, what did you guys think of your time now in Power Wash Simulator? Do you get the hype? Did you get the power washing fever? Or are you guys moving on pretty quick?
All right, so Getty and I played while Joel and Alex were doing punishments.
Uh-huh.
And we were playing on Alex's account, so it was a shh, don't tell him. And from what I understand of this, we did a free wash, not a part of the actual campaign.
Uh-huh.
So, because we were good custodians and didn't want to screw up Alex's progress.
Thank you.
Or give him a head start because I knew that I was also going to purchase this.
Sure, why not?
It's always a race.
It's not for me. I am eating up every morsel. I'm taking my time. This is gonna be a year-long process because I'm also buying every single DLC. So no, I'm good.
The real question that I don't get, because you guys are talking about time and everything, is when you're playing the campaign, do you have to wash in a certain time frame?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay.
We just meant more like we're just enjoying ourselves and still playing. Like oh, I played this map and I cleared it all in like an hour. And I was like, great, next map, please. Load that up. And like you blink and it's like, I have done 3 maps. It's been 3 hours. I don't know how that happened.
Okay.
And that's what I mean. Usually you lose time to power wash. You just like space and you're like, man, I got real zenny all of a sudden. Like I wasn't even like I had an out of body experience just moving my hand up and down.
But Alex,
Gotcha.
now you know the feeling. You start off and you're like, oh, this seems like it's pretty straightforward. You start going, and then all of a sudden you've got a gigantic space that is dirty, and you are the one that needs to clean it, and you have to do it. It's a compulsion.
Yeah, like all of a sudden they're like, oh, by the way, here's a 747 inside and out.
Ooh,
Like,
fun.
well, I better start with just like the wheels. Like make sure they're clean and then
it's
move
just
on to the rotors.
Hours of it.
Yeah, it's really just like it gets me real sleepy. Just like this.
Oh, yeah. It was a white noise machine like nobody's business.
Yeah.
But we're sitting there going, and it's like, no white noise. Turn it down.
And every time we're like, oh, it's a new big man. Like one of them was Santa's workshop, and it's not big by any stretch, but it's like just so many tiny details. And I'm
So
looking
many
at that, and I'm
nooks
like,
and crannies.
and I'm just like overwhelmed. I'm like, this is too much. This is too much. No, I can't do this. I can't do this. And then I'm like, well, there's a coffee table right here. Let me just spray this down real quick. Okay, the coffee table's done. Oh, there's a rug right next to it. I could just knock that out real quick. And then I blink and I'm like, well, now I'm on the 3rd Christmas tree and I've knocked that package of presents out. And now I'm in the processing machine and I'm almost done with this sleigh. And I'm like, I don't know how that happened. I just was like overwhelmed 30 seconds ago. And then like, not 30, like an hour ago. And all of a sudden now I'm just like, well, I'm almost done with this map. Move on to the next one, I guess.
Yeah.
Joel, thoughts on this?
So, to you guys, House Flipper was my version of this when I played it. The whole, I'm going to do 3 different house cleanings and renovations, and then, well, there went my night. This, to me, is more like video game golf, in that golf is the concept of a relaxing event where you go out and walk a field and hit a ball with a stick, and it just really is frustrating and boring. And that's sort of where I'm at with this right now.
You found Power Wash frustrating?
Slow.
Oh.
A little too slow. A little too
Yeah,
slow.
because I like golf isn't slow for me, but it is super duper frustrating. And I feel like Power Wash, I'm not frustrated at all.
Yeah, it's more a. It's just like a sliver too little.
Okay.
And the changing is the kind of minutia where I'm not sure I really want to have to switch out my nozzles and consider both the direction that you're facing the washer and also the direction of the nozzle, and it's just.
And now they add like which ladders and like lifting platforms, and now you can like put yourself like on a belay, like those window washers. You get that. You can cinch yourself up into it, and like you're doing like billboards and stuff. So there's like a little extra stuff in there too.
Yeah.
Nice.
So maybe it's just a lack of patience right now. Maybe this is something where, I'm getting near retirement and it's about the end. You'll see me playing Power Wash Simulator, and that'll be your tell.
That'll be our tell that you're time to put out to pasture.
Sure sounds like
Old
it.
Yellard. Yep.
Grandma Simulator.
Now, Getty,
So-
you got yourself a taste of the spooky with Finding Frankie. Tell us about that?
I did not know. We briefly talked about it, but I did not know what to expect from Finding Frankie. If you are hip to this whole scene with,
Mascot
Five Nights
horror.
at Freddy's, yeah, that kind of thing, then this, I don't know if this is exactly up your alley. Finding Frankie?
Frankie.
Ferdinand? Yeah. Is much more fast-paced, like ridiculously fast-paced. It's more parkour than survival. It's still survival, but you are running at breakneck speed through this place, trying to hit buttons to unlock doors, and then evade being massacred by various costumed cretins.
Yeah.
I don't know how far we got. It seemed like we hit the third area, and then at that point, you could go back to previous areas.
Yeah, not so much. There's nothing really there. You
I
got
mean,
through
we-
a third.
yeah.
You got through like a third of the game.
Okay.
It's a pretty short romp. The issue with Finding Frankie in this parkour horror game is more on the fact that like
The resets were brutal.
The resets were brutal, but you also have no weight. You're a person that's running around, but when you're jumping, you don't have a heft or a good feel to your jump. You're just like almost yeeting or at times floaty. So it doesn't have a natural, like, I'm going to just jettison myself in this direction. It's more like, oh, here goes nothing. And there were several times when I got caught or I got trapped on either the environment or I went to jump and it did do the thing. It didn't do the thing.
yeah, and then the other part also is that the fact that like it doesn't feel super duper natural in the way that the movement, like I know you said like, oh, floaty, and you kind of like just eat yourself across the map, but the other part is like, oh, wall run, parkour, but it's not. If you're near a wall, you suction to the wall and wall run. No, you have to put your face up against the wall, which kind of defeats like the purpose of the movement because your head has to be looking at said wall to wall run. But then you gotta like, it's like jump, wall run, jump to hanging trapeze bar to swing off of that and to a platform. So it's like stare at the wall while wall running, but then jump and whip your head up to then look up at the bar to catch onto it and then swing across. And that doesn't feel super duper natural.
No. It's jarring at times.
During the time of like, I'm going to beat as many games so I can have a giant beat list, this was on that list and I started playing it and I was like, there is like, despite like, oh, I want to have most games than anybody else, I do have a kind of standard of like the games I am going to play. And this was like, I played it for like half an hour and I was like, this is not worth the fun. This is not fun to me. This is like the movement feels bad, so I'm going to move on. And then I never touched it again. But I thought it would be a fun one for Extra Life. So
I had some fun.
some okay.
The characters, when we got the was it the duck?
The duck like walkie-talkie phone thing.
Yeah, it was a flashlight / camera, and it also had sonar.
Yeah,
Like, or yeah, that interaction with that character was fun.
and weirdly enough, they were a character, which I thought was also weird.
Yeah,
And then on top of that, then it was like then there was like you were the mascot you were trying to run away from was just a guy with a phone for a head.
Yes.
I did not
I
like
thought-
that guy.
You did not know. He
No,
was kind of scary.
Yeah. I'm glad that you didn't spoil anything and you let me make the terrible mistake on the first playthrough or the first opportunity when it's like, all right, ready, set, go. and I ran, and he immediately jumped on me. I was like, oh. No.
Yeah, there's stuff that's happening there. Yeah, so I think that this game is very cool. I love the idea of it more than I actually like playing it, and so then this was one of the few mascot horrors. Like I've kind of delved a little bit. Like I know a lot about the mascot horror genre, and kind of know the big hitters of it. I just am not. Getty knows I'm not a big spooky scary person. I'm a big scaredy cat, so I'm always like too scared to jump into these. So like Finding Frankie, they're like, oh, it's only 3 hours. I was like, I feel like I could get through that. So, and even then I was like, it does not play well. Moving on. But I'm glad that you had a good time. It piqued your interest, and that you were able to play it and say, wow, that is a cool idea. That's all I wanted from that interaction.
Yeah. Well, we only have a handful more games that we played. Do you guys have anything that you want to talk about? Otherwise, I know that Joel got to play some Split Fiction. We played Just Dance. We did some Ultimate Chicken Horse.
And Animal. What? No, it's something.
Party Animals.
Party Animals.
Yeah.
Those were kind of, like. Did we play anything else other than that? I think those are the last bits of.
I think that's it. But some of these games are ones that are repeats, ones that we've played in the past. So
yeah,
if you're already familiar with it.
The main thing was like Joel. What did you and Kelly think of Split Fiction?
So we did It Takes Two, right? Was the last game that team did. The co-op between the husband and wife going through divorce and turning into puppet doll things.
Yes. And
having to reconcile. I like the Dame style of having to. It's the cooperative thing. It's like Little Nightmares in 3D, where one person has to do one thing to open up the path for the other person, and they'll intertwine in some spaces and do cooperative stuff. Split Fiction is a game which are your writers of different genres. You have this corpo that is sucking out your ideas from your brain for something. Yep. What was it for exactly? I wasn't.
They're all writers, and this
for the AI
wants to steal all your ideas to feed them to AI.
So basically, these two characters, one is a fantasy writer, one is a futuristic war Halo type writer, and they get sort of swapped and stuck with each other, and you go through their different story arcs through different levels, and the theme will dictate what kind of level it is. So there was one in the futuristic one where it was like a interstellar highway thing, and you're having to jump between different moving vehicles and then work cooperatively to pull barrels out of a tranche and throw it against the moving targets. Or what was the other one? There was I don't know.
There was a kingdom that you guys went to.
The kingdom. I don't recall what we actually did there though. Right now,
you were running from giants, and you were trying to avoid the ogres.
Wait, we had a discussion whether they were trolls or ogres. Yeah.
Okay, so that one was a little less impressive on me, but. I think this runs into the whole, how well can two people work together with the sort of differential in experience kind of thing. It's a practice in patience, which sometimes is tough depending on the circumstances. And,
especially on stream.
Definitely on stream. When people are watching you play something, it's a lot different than when you're actually playing it at home. So... that plays a part in it too, but I can see the appeal to it. I just think I don't know, the concept didn't grab me, I guess.
Okay.
And the writing, to
the
your
writing
point,
was real cringy.
It was right. It was a little much. But.
It does not stop. As someone who's played pretty far into it, that continues.
Okay.
But I will say the scenarios get better. Mm-hmm. It's always a cybernetic like a future sci-fi story or a fantasy story, but they include all of these like side stories where they're just like little mini bite-sized levels, and one has you as like pigs at a farm that you walk into, like, and you're doing like you're figuring out these like puzzles of like all these pigs in this like world of food on the farm. And then you go into a farmhouse and you come out as hot dogs. And then you're moving around as hot dogs.
See, that sounds like fun.
It is very fun.
It sounds like targeted marketing.
Yeah, exactly. And there's some like where you're just like you guys are like in a unicorn like rainbow place. There's a lot of different like little side stories, and I think that those kind of break up the monotony, while also there are some clever uses of the mechanics. There is one in the sci-fi world where you get like powers where one can throw things kinetically, the other person can use a dagger to change gravity. So they'll throw the sword at the wall, and all of a sudden their gravity is now the wall. So there's like whole cool things where one person's walking along the wall sideways, and for them, their perspective, the whole game shifts, right? And the other person can move things telepathically. So at one point, it's like to clear a gap, one character gets in a porta potty, the other one picks up the porta potty and whips it across the gap. There's one where you're in a sci-fi like flying motorcycle battle, and one person is doing the driving, and the other person for some reason has to use their phone to hack somebody. But to do so, they have to unlock it doing a series of CAPTCHAs. Like, look at the image and select where the tire is. But the thing is also, they're on the back of a moving motorcycle, so the screen is constantly moving, and the other person, like, you're moving their finger trying to, swipe left to right, then move up to down. Now, fix the puzzle piece so it's in the right spot to show that you're a real human. And it's a very funny bit, and they do that kind of like pretty frequently. So I think there are ways to kind of break it up and make things a little bit more fun, as opposed to how it goes, which later on becomes very linear. There are definitely some pretty like straightforward path with some very basic like, oh, now we're animals, like I'm a giant you're a fairy and I'm a giant King Kong ape, so now we have to figure out these puzzles and other stuff. So there's a lot of to it. But otherwise it is kind of linear. And so if you can get past like because the writing again continues where it's like, man, the city is just so loud, I prefer the country, that does continue, but they do enough, I feel like, to shake it up.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like our main Extra Life.
Yeah, those are
Getty,
the games that we played.
Where are we at right now?
In this moment, like if I go onto the internet and type in Extra Life and see what our... Well, the last time I checked was, I believe, at the end of last week, and we were just shy of 3,400. So, am I not logged in on my computer? Hold on. I'm definitely logged in on my phone.
$3,492.
Ooh, okay. So we did clear... 3,400. All right.
And I did not post this officially, but my company is giving us $2,000.
Wow.
So we will then clear our goal for the year, which was $5,269, a completely arbitrary number that for whatever reason I put in here.
And there is still room and time for people to donate. There is still time for people to give out, like, and give back and to start donating some more. I know that there are some of my friends and family that I'm still like, oh yeah, we're going to donate. We just need to get this, we need to, let us know the link. And then when I have time, I'm not working, blah, 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 blah. But I'm still hustling people for them donations, because we ain't done yet, baby. Not till the end of the year when we close this mother out. Now, Joel.
Yeah.
What was our number last year?
I don't know.
You were the one who crunched the logistics on this one. You even gave us a percentage growth at one point.
Wait, he did?
At some point, yeah.
See?
I did
Did
numbers.
you use a calculator?
I did.
Yeah.
I used a
That's his
spreadsheet.
job. Yeah.
Did you really?
I did. That's weird. Yeah. Look, I've got a problem, okay?
I mean, I guess to each his own.
I can't find it.
Yeah, it's definitely on the website somewhere. I think that if you go to your page, you can see historical data, probably. Maybe.
I can. Oh, it's 2024. Here we go. I was able to do that. Here we go. Last year. Oh, it's not. No, it's not there.
We'll just have to add up what everybody put forth, and then it's on here somewhere. But anyway,
last year I got
we're gonna do it.
2,750, and this year I'm going to be getting. What is that?
a lot more than that.
Yeah, 2,750. So I'm definitely gonna get more than that. Here we go. I'm trying, man. See, it's taking forever for me to figure this out. I'm already at 3,000. No, we're at 3,400. So what am I? I'm at 905, and that'll be more net. So it'll be almost $3,000.
Yeah.
I'm very happy about that.
We
and this is my 8th year, our 7th year as a podcast.
Yep.
That's
We
a long
are
time.
still plugging along. I think that we can do much better, especially when Alex finally makes it big and becomes an internet personality.
One day.
Till then, we're just going to continue to ride your coattails.
Perfect.
And then Joel will get his, advertising spot with a big time burger joint.
We need you to get us into Mellow. Mellow's that marijuana company that sponsors podcasts.
Why? Wait,
Do
what are
it.
we wish casting here? I'm not sure I agree
Do it.
with this.
Don't worry about it. It's in the it's in the company plan.
Yep. All right. Take us out of here, Getty.
Yeah, I can sure do that.
I mean, what do we
So-
want to say about Extra Life this year? Like everyone, we did a really big thing that every year turns out to be one of the best things that we do, and I really had a great time. What do you guys think?
Just a quick thank you to everybody who donated, anybody who helped us prepare for the event, everybody who put up with us in their home for an extended period of time. So, thanks to everybody.
He always says that, but it's not that bad having everybody in the house for 24 hours. It's all the prep work, and like Joel said, thank you for everybody that was able to donate, that was able to participate, that was in our chat, that just even thought about us or stopped by to say, hey guys, just checking in, making sure that you're doing good, because it's taxing.
Always shout out to Getty's sister who comes and hangs out with us and then feeds us a whole bunch of food.
Yeah, a bunch of dips that shouldn't eat because it's all dairy. It's like 4 kinds of dairy, it turns out.
That's the best kind of dairy.
Yeah, tell that to my bowels. But yeah, no, it's always a great opportunity to get to see you guys in person. We don't always get to do that, even though we connect on a very regular basis, but it's again, a good opportunity to give back and do something that we love and hang out with the people that we love. Whether you like it or not, you're stuck with us.
Every damn year. That's a threat.
Yeah, I know.
Semi-annual.
It's annual usually. All right, so I'll take us out of here then, because we're at about an hour. I think that people will enjoy how bite-sized this episode was. That'll be it for this week's episode of Super GG Radio. Before we go, you can find us on Blue Sky at Super GG Radio and twitch.tv/Super GG Radio, where we are done with long streams for the year, but maybe we'll have some shorter ones. Coming up is the holiday season, so keep an eye out. We'll be around. No promises.
Start working on those extra or those end of year game of the year lists.
Because you know that in 3 weeks we're going to be on here talking over the video game awards, because that's what everybody wants us to do. Talk over the video game awards.
We get halfway decent numbers on those streams.
Do we
Is that
really?
right?
Yeah, we get more numbers than we do for like if we do our normal solo streams.
Wow. That's okay. Well,
That's why I was
know
like, you guys are like, I don't want to talk over the Game Awards. I'm like, cool, I guess that's fine.
I'm always fine to talk over the game awards because normally we're just staring at each other and like, oh, I'd play that game. I like that game. So keep an eye out. We've got at least a couple more streams before the end of the year. And then, hopefully next year we'll be back revitalized and rejuvenated and ready to go for another year of fun.
Hell yeah.
So much
And
fun.
if you'd like to reach us with questions or input, our email address is mail@superggradio.com. And you can provide us a review on iTunes or the podcast app of your choice. Please check out our Patreon, where you can get monthly pictures of our pups, your name read off as an executive producer, free copies of Early Adopters, and you can even get a chance to play games with us. Maybe we'll try and do a virtual co-op of Little Nightmares 3, because you ain't playing couch co-op, I'll tell you what.
Now, is it smart enough that you don't have to buy the second copy, like with Split Fiction?
I don't know.
I guess. It still kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's actively removing a feature. Continue.
it sure does. And just a quick plug here, all of the money from our Patreon will go towards our Extra Life. So if you want to help indirectly or directly, the choice is yours and yours alone. Thanks for listening, and good game, Alex.
GG, Getty.
Good game, Joel.
Good game.
Good game, Alec.
GG.
All right, episode title, Nooks and Grannies. Got it in one.